Hello, today I will show you how to use our new feature that called podcast. You can create your own podcast by using VocalLab. So first of all, go to Studio, click Podcast on the left. Here, click on Create New, and first of all, check what you want. I want the best quality MP3 file in the end. Then need to explain what your podcast will be about, like short description. There's like 4,000 characters, so it's not really short. I already have some stuff in mind. This podcast will be about me and our hater for some reason. These people exist, yes. This will be debates. I'm clicking debate here. Then I have two speakers, so you can create speakers. It will be me and I will create other guy. Also, if you don't want it, you can just click pick for me and it will make pick for you. So what I will do, I will create my name, then I will be host, then some background, we'll do warm, and yes, it's for max. So the other guy, his name will be Ryan. He will be our guest. So I have some background for him. So it'll be 5 minutes. 3 language will be English. Also have some advanced options if you want. So we'll do the cold open and that's all. Next I'm clicking on okay. Now when it's done, I can change the voices. For my voice, I have my voice here. That's my clone we created in the previous video. And for Ryan, German and male.
Jahrhundertelang suchten Entdecker einen verborgenen Weg durch diese Berge, geleitet nur von den Sternen.
Let's do this guy, so it's ready. Now we just need to generate a segment. They'll generate all 22 segments and we can listen what we have. Okay, now when everything is generated, we can listen it.
Look, Ivan, I am just saying what the entire internet is whispering about VocalLab behind your back. Your voices sound like a mid-2000 plus GPS unit reading a phone book. Your voice cloning is an absolute joke. And you are basically running a digital credit furnace that turns user money into robot static.
Well, good morning to you too, Ryan. Tell you what, why don't we actually look at what you tested, instead of relying on the complaints from 18 months ago, when our beta model was still figuring out how to chew gum? So here's some example how it sounds. I think it's pretty good. As you can hear, my clone voice is really nice too. So the next step is exporting project. Our podcast is ready. We have 4 minutes, 2 voices, 22 lines and 1 segment. Download subtitles and download MP3 file. Before saying goodbye, I want to show you the other thing, how to create a podcast by using script. If you already have one, it's really easy. So I have something that I already copied. Here's the script. As you can see, name, the person who will speak, and then words. So really simple. Also, be sure that you add some expressions that really help make your text voice more human, because it will add emotions. This thing is ready to just do the same thing and done. So you can see we can do the same thing. I can generate it. Okay, it's done. So now let's test it. Welcome to the show. Today I'm joined by Ryan, who proudly describes himself as a professional VocalLab hater.
Professional is a strong word. I simply believe VocalLab is a cheaper, weaker version of 11 Labs.
Excellent opening. You formed that opinion after thoroughly testing the current version with the correct models and settings, right? Perfect. So that's what we have right now. You can download it, export it. Okay, now when you export it, be sure that you have titles that exist. Now, when you download it, you can have the subtitles. Thank you for watching. And now you can hear the full podcast.
Look, Ivan, I am just saying what the entire internet is whispering about VocalLab behind your back. Your voices sound like a mid 2000 plus GPS unit reading a phone book. Your voice cloning is an absolute joke, and you are basically running a digital credit furnace that turns user money into robot static.
Well, good morning to you too, Ryan. Tell you what, why don't we actually look at what you tested instead of relying on the complaints from 18 months ago when our beta model was still figuring out how to chew gum?
Oh, right, the old excuse. Every time a feature fails, it is always user error. I tried to clone my own voice, and it sounded like a Dalek with a throat infection. But sure, tell me how I just held the microphone wrong.
I mean, yes, actually, if your source audio has heavy room echo, background jazz music, three people talking over each other, and you shoved it into a legacy model set to random parameters, you did not clone your voice, Ryan. You cloned your kitchen acoustics. Successful voice cloning needs clean audio, the right file format, a clear sample, and matching language settings.
Spare me the technical lecture. The bottom line is that 11 Labs does it out of the box with zero fuss. Why would anyone use VocalLab when the competition is just flat out better at everything?
Ah, the mandatory 11 labs comparison. It is like saying why buy a sports car when trucks exist. There are different tools. VocalLab gives you a unique combination of voice cloning, our custom voice design engine, a professional voice library, multilingual text to speech, audiobook tools, and full API and MCP access for developers.
Wait, API and MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol by the way, are locked behind your most expensive tier. That is just nickel and diming.
That is how software tiers work, Ryan. Advanced developer infrastructure requires enterprise server overhead. A feature not included in a basic entry plan is not a bug, it is just basic economics.
Whatever. What about your multilingual stuff? I tried Spanish on your platform last week, and it mispronounced half the nouns like a tourist reading a menu.
Did you use the global multilanguage model, or did you try to force an English optimized voice to speak Castilian? Because matching the voice profile to the correct linguistic model is sort of critical.
I just click generate. The software should know what I want.
There it is. You wanted mind reading AI, but you got software that requires 5 seconds of thoughtful setup. Look, our newer studio model and voice steering features give you direct control over emotion, pacing, breath control, and delivery style. If you actually try the current version instead of your old workflow, you would hear the difference immediately.
Fine. Maybe. Maybe my test settings were a bit outdated. And okay, maybe I didn't check the latest model updates. But I still think the UI could be simpler.
We will take that tiny victory, Ryan. UI tweaks are always happening.
Don't push it. I am still keeping an eye on you guys.
That is all we ask. And to everyone listening, do not just trust angry online comments from people who forgot to check their settings. Head over to vocalab.com right now, test out our voice cloning and studio models for yourself, and hear what modern AI audio actually sounds like. Until next time.
Alright. I'll give it another look. But only because my followers won't stop tagging me in your new feature drops.
That is the spirit, Ryan. Go ahead, break things, push the API, test our limits. Just make sure you read the documentation first.
Oh, so now you want me to read? What happened to the magic AI that does everything automatically?
Magic is for stage performers. We build tools for creators. Big difference.
Fair enough. But if your next update eats my credits again, I'm coming right back on this podcast.
We will leave the mic on for you. Thanks for keeping us honest, Ryan.